Hello everyone. Every 3 out of 5 Americans over 60 are already losing muscle faster than they realize, and most of them still believe their diet has nothing to do with it. Today, let's break down 7 everyday foods that may be silently draining your strength, mobility, and independence after 65. Make sure to subscribe to HEALZO so you don't miss life-saving tips like these. Number 1. Cheese. You know, a lot of us have felt good reaching for cheese thinking it's a smart way to care for our bones. Creamy, comforting, and full of calcium, right? Lots of older people do. It's creamy, comforting, and packed with calcium, right? But here's the catch. Some cheeses, especially the creamy or soft variety, spoil faster than you think. And many older people don't realize it until it's too late. A little mold on the edge? Just cut it off and eat the rest. That leftover sandwich from last week? Looks fine, so why waste it? But the truth is, old or poorly stored cheese can be a silent health threat to older people. As cheese spoils, it can develop invisible toxins that stress the digestive system and cause your body to retain too much salt and water. For those over 65, this can lead to swelling, stiffness, and long-term muscle weakness, especially in the legs. And if you already deal with arthritis or high blood pressure, it can make things worse. According to the National Institute on Aging, foodborne illnesses affect older adults more severely and for longer periods of time than younger people, and soft, moldy cheeses are one of the most common culprits. If you think you're safe just by cutting off the mold, think again. The damage often goes deeper than you can see. So here's my suggestion. Choose low-fat cheeses, packaged in sealed packages with clear expiration dates. Store them properly and throw out anything that smells even the slightest bit off. Comment 1 if this changes the way you look at that little piece of cheese in your fridge. Number 2. Vegetable shortening. Hey, do you still have that old can of shortening in your pantry, the kind you used to make pie crusts or deep fry in the good old days? Many people over 60 still do. It's been sitting there for years, probably unopened, probably half-dumb used. It still smells normal, right? But here's the thing. Just because it's solid doesn't mean it's safe. Shortening has a long shelf life, but once it's exposed to air, heat, or light, it starts to break down. Even if it still looks the same, the fats inside can be silently oxidizing. That means they produce compounds that are harmful to your body, especially to aging muscles. This is where senior health comes in. These oxidized fats, which are often high in trans fats, can increase inflammation in your body, and over time, that impairs circulation and reduces blood flow to your muscles. The result? Your legs feel heavier, you get tired faster, and your strength drops more than usual. Even small amounts of trans fats, like those found in old vegetable shortening, can increase the risk of stroke and muscle loss in older adults, according to the American Heart Association. And no, refrigeration doesn't reverse the damage. If it smells a little rancid or tastes bitter, it's already gone bad. But even before those signs appear, chemical changes may have already begun. So please, check that can of shortening. If you don't remember when you opened it, it's probably time to throw it away. If you've been keeping that old can of shortening thinking it's still good, margarine might seem like the safer choice. But let's take a closer look before we call it harmless. Number 3. Margarine. I remember when margarine first came out and everyone said it was better than butter. It was cheaper, lighter, and supposedly healthier, so a lot of people switched to it, especially as we got older. But here's something you might not realize. Hard stick margarine, especially older brands or those that have been sitting in the fridge for a while, can secretly do more harm than good, especially for people our age. If it's been through a lot of hot and cold temperature swings or left out for too long, it starts to break down. It may look the same, but it's changed on the inside. It can affect how you feel after a meal. Some people say they feel more bloated, have heavier legs, or just feel tired for no apparent reason. For seniors, it builds up over time. You may notice that you don't move as easily as you used to, your legs feel weak, or you're not as steady on your feet as you used to be. And it's not always because of age. Sometimes it's the little things we eat every day without thinking. That's why it's better to choose the soft, spreadable variety, not the rock-hard variety from the freezer. And always check the label for a concise ingredient list and a clear expiration date. Comment 3 if you currently have a stick of margarine in your fridge that's past its expiration date. Number 4, poultry with skin. Let me ask, when was the last time you cooked a whole chicken and thought it's tastier with the skin on? That's how many of us were taught to do it. You're not alone, it's how a lot of us grew up cooking. But here's the thing, that crispy golden skin can hold more than just flavor. If a chicken isn't cleaned properly, especially one from a wet market or a street vendor, dirt, grease, and bacteria can lurk under the folds of skin. And once that chicken has been left out too long or fried and used cooking oil multiple times, it starts to cause more trouble than it's worth. This is especially important for senior health. Over time, eating chicken with the skin on, especially fried chicken, can leave you feeling sluggish after a meal. Maybe your legs feel heavy, or you're just more tired than usual. Some people even notice joint pain after dinner. It's not just the food, it's how your body tries to process it as you age. A small change, like removing the skin before cooking, can make a big difference. Steamed or boiled chicken is still delicious, still filling, and much easier on your body. If you thought the crispy skin was the only silent threat on your plate, wait until you hear what a few crackers a day could be doing behind the scenes. Number 5, crackers. Sometimes when you just need a little bite, nothing big, a couple crackers feel like the perfect snack. Doesn't a lot of people over 60 do. They're light, easy to chew, and seem harmless. But take a closer look. Crackers often come in large packages. You open one, eat a few, and then leave the rest in your pantry for a week. Some are soft, others are broken or have absorbed moisture. And honestly, many of the cheap ones don't even have a clear date on the packaging. And the problem? These little pieces can trick your body. They fill you up, but don't give your muscles what they need to stay strong. Worse yet, if they're stale, oily, or made with poor quality ingredients, they can leave you feeling bloated, sluggish, or even cause digestive upset. For seniors, eating things that don't nourish your muscles day after day silently leads to weakness. You may feel tired, need more rest, or notice your legs shaking a little. It doesn't happen all at once, but crackers can play a bigger role than you think. If you want a better snack, try a handful of unsalted almonds or a few apple slices. Still crunchy, still satisfying, and much better for your strength. Comment 5 if crackers are your go-to snack and this makes you think. Number 6, white pasta. Picture this. A warm bowl of spaghetti with some sauce on top, maybe a bit of meat. It looks like a full, hearty meal and feels satisfying, right? Maybe with tomato sauce, maybe with some ground beef. It looks like a full meal, right? But here's what most people over 60 don't realize. White pasta can fill your stomach, but leave your muscles empty. The more you boil, drain, and reheat it, the more it loses what little it had to begin with. And when leftovers sit in the fridge overnight, as many of us do, those noodles can get soft, sticky, or even start to sour without much flavor. You eat them anyway because they look fine, but your body feels the difference. For seniors, it adds up. Meals like this can leave you feeling tired not long after you eat them. You may notice that you move slower, your legs feel heavier, or you can't walk around the block as well as you used to. It's not that you're eating too little, it's that your food isn't giving your muscles what they need to stay strong. And it happens silently. One bowl might seem fine, but after weeks or months of eating the same meals, your energy drops and your recovery time takes longer. Try replacing white pasta with whole wheat pasta, brown rice noodles, or oatmeal. They still taste great and help your body stay strong. If filling up on pasta already leaves your body feeling low on energy, the next one might surprise you because it's even faster but far less forgiving. Number 7, instant noodles. On those days when you're just too tired to make a full meal, instant noodles feel like the easy way out. Quick, hot, and familiar. Quick, easy, hot, and tasty, especially when you're alone and don't want to prepare a full meal. But here's something to think about. That little packet of noodles could be doing more harm than you realize, especially if it's been sitting in your pantry for months. Sometimes the packaging has faded, perhaps there's a small tear, or it feels a little soft from moisture. You cook it anyway, reuse the same pot, perhaps throw in the seasoning packet without checking the date. It's quick, it's familiar. But for seniors' health, habits like these come at a cost. These noodles don't give your muscles anything to work with. In fact, they can leave you dehydrated, sluggish, and feeling stiff or heavy-legged. Over time, eating them a few times a week will slowly wear you down. Not all at once, but little by little. You might think it's because of old age, but maybe it's just the food. If you need something quick, try oatmeal with soft vegetables or a simple bowl of vegetable soup. It takes a few extra minutes, but your body will thank you. Comment number 7. If instant noodles used to be your go-to choice on lazy days, and now you're starting to reconsider. You know, sometimes it's not the big meals that make your body weak, but the little habits that we barely notice. A slice of cheese that you think is fine, a stick of margarine that's been sitting around for too long, or that old can of shortening that's hidden in the back of the shelf. Even seemingly light things like a few crackers, a warm bowl of noodles, or a packet of instant noodles on a tiring day all add up silently. Over time, these foods can make you feel heavy, sluggish, or just plain unwell, not because you're doing anything wrong, but because your body, especially after 60, needs more care, more attention to what really helps and what just fills the void. That's why we've looked at each one, not to scare you, but to remind you, small choices matter. And the good news? A few simple changes can empower you more than you think. The truth is, you don't have to do everything perfectly, but making a few smart changes now can help you be healthier, stronger, and more independent for years to come. Your muscles can still respond, your body can still recover, as long as you give them the right support. Today's video isn't just about food, it's about awareness. because sometimes the things we rely on most in the kitchen are the very things that are slowly sapping our strength. That's the silent muscle killer we're talking about. So take care of yourself, drink more water, get regular checkups, and think about what's in your pantry. And if this helps you even a little, share it with someone you care about. And don't forget to follow HEALZO for more gentle science-based tips to support your health every week.